Welcome, sleepy soul, to Extreme Level Horror. Tonight, we don't tell stories. We drag you deep into the darkness where fear breathes. Subscribe now so we don't get lost together in this endless crowd. Part 1, the countdown that should never end. People say New Year's night is full of hope, but some nights are cursed from the first second. This is one of them. 11:47 p.m., December 31st. The village of Gray Hollow was unusually silent. No music, no laughter, no fireworks, only wind and the slow creaking of old wooden houses. Arjun adjusted his jacket tighter as he stepped out of the car. His breath turned white in the freezing air. "This place feels dead," Rohan whispered. "Relax," Neha said, forcing a smile. "It's New Year's. What could go wrong?" Behind them, the old mansion stood like a watching beast. Hollow house, abandoned for over 20 years. No electricity, no caretaker, no visitors who ever stayed the night, except the people who never returned. Arjun checked his phone. 11:48 p.m. No network. "Of course," he muttered. Kabir laughed nervously. "Bro, perfect horror movie setting. New Year in a haunted house. This'll get millions of views." They were YouTubers, urban explorers, thrill hunters, and fools. The legend. Locals refused to speak. Only one old man at the roadside tea stall had whispered the truth. On New Year's night, time breaks inside that house. They laughed. He didn't. At midnight, the house chooses one soul. The countdown never ends for them. When Arjun asked what happened to the chosen ones, the old man simply closed his shop. 11:52 p.m. Inside Hollow House. The door opened with a scream of rusted hinges. The smell hit them first. Rot, dust, something metallic, like dried blood. Their torchlights danced across cracked walls, broken stairs, and portraits with scratched faces. Neha stopped. Did you hear that?" A faint sound echoed from upstairs. Tick, 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 like a clock. "But there's no electricity," Kabir said. Arjun swallowed. 11:55 p.m. They set up cameras in the main hall. A huge, dusty grandfather clock stood in the corner. Its hands were stuck at 11:59 p.m. "That's weird," Rohan said. "It's broken." Arjun stepped closer. The second hand moved. Tick. Everyone froze. Tick. Neha whispered, "It's working." 11:58 p.m. The first rule breaks. Kabir joked, "Imagine if it hits midnight exactly." The clock suddenly stopped, dead silent. Then, bang! The main door slammed shut on its own. They ran, pulled, pushed, locked. No signal, no escape. Then the clock spoke. Not rang, spoke. A low, cracked voice echoed through the hall. 10. They stared in horror. "No, no way," Neha cried. 9. The second hand began spinning backward. The wall started bleeding black liquid. Rohan screamed, "This isn't a prank." 8. Footsteps echoed upstairs. Slow, heavy, dragging. Kabir turned his camera toward the stairs. Something stood there, tall, bent backward, face twisted like melted wax, its mouth opened wider than humanly possible. 7? Arjun felt his chest tighten. This isn't real." The thing's head snapped toward him. It smiled. 11:59 p.m. One must stay. 6. The temperature dropped instantly. Frost formed on the walls. Neha collapsed, crying, "Please, stop." 5. The creature descended the stairs. Each step echoed like a gunshot. 4. Kabir backed away. Suddenly the clock screamed. "The rule." Everyone covered their ears. "One soul for the new year. The rest may leave." Rohan shouted, "What rule?" The creature pointed at them. Its finger was bone. 3. The floor beneath Neha cracked. Dark hands reached out and grabbed her ankle. She screamed Arjun's name. 2! Arjun grabbed her arm. The hands were freezing cold, burning. 1! The clock struck midnight. Boom. Silence. The hands disappeared. Neha was gone. Only her shoe remained. The door creaked open. Outside, fireworks exploded in the sky. Happy New Year, January 1st to 12:01 a.m. They ran, didn't look back, didn't stop. Only when they reached the road did Arjun check his phone. No signal, but a notification appeared. Part 2, the video that breathes, January 1, 12:07 a.m. They didn't stop running until their lungs burned. Arjun collapsed near the roadside, vomiting into the dirt. Rohan leaned against a tree, shaking uncontrollably. Kabir kept turning around, expecting something to follow them, but the road was empty, too empty. No cars, no people, no sound of fireworks anymore. Just silence. Kabir checked his phone again. No signal, but the video was still there. Arjun snapped his head up. What video? Kabir swallowed. Hollow House, Part 1. It's live. Neha's face stared back from the screen. Her eyes were wide, wet, blinking. She's moving, Rohan whispered. The timestamp on the video read, Live, 11:59 p.m. But it's past midnight, Arjun said. It's 12:07. Kabir shook his head slowly. Not inside the video. The first comment appears. A notification popped up. New comment, username, countdown, or 0. Comment, 1 has been taken. 3 remain. Rohan screamed and threw the phone. The screen cracked, but the video kept playing. From the broken speaker came Neha's voice, soft, terrified. Arjun, why did you leave me? Arjun picked up the phone with trembling hands. That's not real. That's not her. But deep down, he knew it was. 12:10 a.m. The rule revealed. The old tea stall appeared ahead. The same old man stood there waiting as if he knew. You went inside, he said calmly. Arjun grabbed his collar. What did you do to us? The old man didn't resist. You broke the New Year rule. What rule? Kabir shouted. The old man looked at the phone, at Neha, his eyes filled with pity. Hollow House was built over a place where time died. Every New Year it wakes up hungry. Rohan whispered, Hungry for what? The old man answered, People who try to capture it. Arjun felt cold. The videos? Yes, the old man nodded. The house lives through recordings, cameras, phones, memories. Kabir dropped his camera bag. No. Once it chooses you, the old man continued, you cannot stop the countdown. You can only pass it. Silence fell. Arjun's heart pounded. Pass it? To who? The old man met his eyes. Another soul, before sunrise. 12:18 a.m. Neha speaks again. The phone buzzed. The video zoomed in by itself. Neha stood in a long hallway, the same hallway from Hollow House. The clock echoed behind her. Tick, tick. She screamed suddenly. It's coming back. The camera shook. A shadow crawled across the ceiling, upside down, its limbs bent the wrong way. Rohan fell to his knees. Please stop. Please. The comment section exploded. Midnight Watcher. Don't let it touch you. Time Eater. Run Neha, run 11:59. Choose wisely. Arjun realized something horrifying. These aren't normal users. The old man nodded slowly. Previous survivors, those who passed the curse. Kabir backed away. You're saying one of us has to? Yes, the old man said quietly. Or all of you will be taken, one by one, every new year, forever. 12:25 a.m. The house isn't done. The wind stopped. The road lights flickered. Behind them, tick. They turned. The grandfather clock stood in the middle of the road. Impossible. It was smiling now. A crack formed in its wooden face, shaping a mouth. The next countdown begins. Rohan ran. The ground opened beneath him. Black hands dragged him down, screaming. Arjun tried to grab him. Too late. Silence. Rohan was gone. The clock vanished. Kabir collapsed, sobbing. That's two. Oh God, that's two. Arjun stared at the place Rohan disappeared. The phone vibrated again. Rohan, screaming. 12:31 a.m. The choice. The old man looked broken now. You should not have come, he whispered. Kabir stood up slowly. His eyes were empty. So that's it, he said. We kill someone? No, the old man replied. You don't kill, you offer. Kabir laughed hysterically. There's no difference. He suddenly grabbed Arjun's camera. If the house wants content, I'll give it content. Arjun shouted, Kabir, stop. Kabir turned the camera on himself. I'm sorry, he said quietly, but I won't wait till it takes me. He ran toward Hollow House. The door opened by itself, swallowed him whole. 12:40 a.m. Only one left. Arjun stood alone. The old man slowly faded into darkness. Is it over? Arjun whispered. The phone buzzed. Countdown, 0. 1 remains. The video switched. Kabir stood inside the house, smiling, but his eyes were wrong. Black, empty. Happy New Year, Arjun, Kabir said. Come back. The house wants its final scene. Behind Kabir, the clock reset. 11:59 p.m. again. Part 3, When Time Finally Eats You. January 1st to 12:43. M. Arjun stood alone on the empty road. No wind, no insects, no life, only the phone in his hand. The screen showed Kabir standing inside Hollow House, smiling with those dead black eyes. The grandfather clock loomed behind him, its hands frozen at 11:59 p.m. Come back, Kabir said softly. You're the last one. Arjun shook his head. This isn't real. You're not Kabir. Kabir tilted his head in an unnatural angle. I am what stayed. The screen flickered. For 1 second, Kabir's face peeled back like wet paper. Inside his skull, gears, rust, moving clock hands. Arjun screamed and dropped the phone, but the voice continued. You filmed us, Arjun. You watched. Now you belong. The truth no one escaped. A whisper rose from behind him. He's right. Arjun turned. The old man stood there again, but now he looked younger, then older, then broken. You never escaped, the man said. You just delayed it. What is that thing? Arjun cried. The old man looked toward Hollow House. It is not a ghost, not a demon. It is time itself, trapped and starving. Arjun's knees weakened. The house doesn't kill people, the old man continued. It records them, so they can repeat forever. Arjun remembered the comments, the watchers, the survivors. No, he whispered, those people online. They are not viewers, the old man said. They are proof. 12:50 a.m. The final rule. The phone rang, not a notification, a call. Unknown caller. Against every instinct, Arjun answered. The sound of a countdown filled his ears. Tick, tick, tick. Then Neha's voice. I'm tired, Arjun. He sobbed. I'm sorry, I tried. I know, she whispered, but the house doesn't care about sorry. The screen turned black. White text appeared. Final rule. The last survivor must choose. Be forgotten or be remembered forever. Arjun didn't understand until the old man spoke again. If you walk away now, he said, the house will erase you. No memory, no body, no proof you ever existed. And the house? Arjun asked. The man smiled sadly. It will wait for the next new year, the next foolish souls. Arjun looked back at the phone. The live video resumed. Millions of viewers now. The comments flew faster than he could read. Don't go inside. End the stream. This is real. I swear, do it for us. Arjun realized the horror. The house had grown, not through bricks, but through eyes. 12:58 a.m., the return. The road bent, twisted. Without walking, Arjun found himself standing before Hollow House again. The door opened. Warm light spilled out. Inviting. Lying. Inside, the hall was clean now. Decorated balloons, streamers. A banner. Happy New Year. Neha stood there, Rohan beside her, Kabir near the clock. All smiling. Perfect. Wrong. Come, Neha said gently. Just one scene. Arjun backed away. No, you're not real. Kabir stepped forward. Neither are you anymore. The clock began to move. 11:59 p.m. Again. The final choice. The phone vibrated violently. A new option appeared. End stream, join forever. The old man's voice echoed. If you end the stream, everyone watching will carry a piece of the curse. Arjun's heart stopped. How many? The comments count updated. 3,412,981 watching. If I join, Arjun asked. You become the keeper, the old man said. The face of the countdown. The warning. Arjun looked at Neha, at Rohan, at Kabir. Trapped. Looping. Screaming silently behind smiles. He thought of the viewers. Curious. Laughing. Unbelieving. Just like him. He pressed red, square end stream. Midnight everywhere. The screen shattered. A scream erupted. Not from the house. From the internet. Phones across the world flickered. Clocks glitched. For 1 second, every digital clock showed 11:59 p.m. People laughed, then forgot, except one place. Hollow House collapsed inward. The clock screamed. Time folded. And Arjun disappeared. January 1st to 12 p.m. No record of Arjun existed, no birth certificate, no photos, no channel. Only one video remained online. Untitled, unlisted. Exactly 59 minutes and 59 seconds long. No thumbnail, no description. At the end of the video, a warning appeared. If you are watching this, it's almost midnight. The final frame showed a man standing inside a dark house, holding a clock, looking directly at the camera, smiling sadly. The final comment, pinned. Username, Arjun_11_59 Happy New Year. Don't celebrate too close to midnight.